Okay.
So please come on in and I'll be happy to show you around.
Thank you. We'll follow you.
Welcome to...
Wait, first the name. Who got the great idea of the name?
Prison Break was a name that my friend and I came up with while we were working late one night. We were a little delirious and we're coming up with just silly show titles, and Prison Break stuck, and decided to use it for this because this is all about prisms.
Did you like actually Prison Break the show?
You know, it's funny, I never saw it, but obviously it's sort of what it ties into. I don't have a giant map of a prism on my back, though.
But you got your tattoos, you got your ring, so...
I do.
Show me your ring. What is it?
Well, that's
a dragon?
Yeah,
okay.
And that's an octopus.
Okay.
Got a little bit of air and fire and, you know, some ocean going on over here.
That's cool.
So, I mean, as anything, it was sort of an evolution. So when we came up with the board short design, inevitably this prism shape came into the middle of design. It was just part of the design that occurred from joining all these other pieces, and it was the one piece that had this dimensionality to it, even though it's flat. I mean, obviously it's a very flat diamond shape with this ribbing, but with the spacing and everything else, it felt very three-dimensional. And so when we started thinking about the show, it seemed like a natural place to start with this, trying to three-dimensionally realize that shape. And so originally, when I was thinking about whole diamonds, you know, this being an 8-sided shape, I started thinking about what would happen if we dissected it. And what would that 8-sided shape look like if we cut it into 8 quarters, and, you know, you could sort of walk around it, and again, to create this sort of, with the graphic, it felt like if they had this monolithic presence of these rays sort of shooting up, and you were to stand by it and look up, that it would become a little visually disorienting.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Part of it, again, is just like with anything, it's an experiment. So we came in and just started playing around. And
But what are they made of?
the panels are made of MDF, which is just like a cheap plywood. And then they're layered. Everything in here is layered with vinyl. We were going to hand paint it, but due to time constraints, we had to go with the vinyl. So
I saw your show last year. I saw you like the making of, and you were painting it.
Show? Yeah. I prefer to hand paint. I just I think there's something nice about taking something so precise and clean and doing it by hand. You know, there's obviously a lot of tension between the analog and the digital world, and I think that analog things are important. So I think hand painting stuff and is important, but in this situation, we just, given the scope of the show and that the effect was the most important thing. I'm Dalek, and you're watching SourPower.com. Does that work?
Yeah, perfecto.